Hi, I'm Sam, and this is my guide on how to get rid of floorboard drafts forever. I'm using this revolutionary product called DraughtEx. It's so easy to do yourself, I can show you in no time. Come on, let's get started. So this is the room that I'm going to be working on, and I'm actually using a thermal imaging camera so we can see the different temperatures in the home. So if we just start off in the kitchen, now you can see there's different colours. So basically the blue is representing where it's cold, and then where it gets warmer, you're getting the red and the yellow colour. So that's where I've got the underfloor heating under the tiles in the kitchen. Then when you move into the living room, you can see it goes really blue straight away. And then you get some blue stripes as well. So basically where the cold air is escaping through the floorboards. Now this is basically because of the airflow that we've got in the room. So the cold air is coming in through the air vents and it's forcing its way through the floorboards and then straight out of the chimney. So all that heating that I'm paying for is just escaping. And in the meantime, my feet are freezing. Now DraughtEx says it can stop this dead and save you money. And they said it's not an idle claim, it's a promise. So this is going to be my before picture. Right, let me give you a tour of the room then. This is the room that I'm working in, and it's 4.25 by 3.65 metres. And in the room you can see there's a really large fireplace. There's two windows as well at either side of the fireplace. As we move around, we have some double doors behind me. And then in the corner, there is another single door as well. And you've probably noticed the crew are here with me too. Okay, let's have a look at the floor itself. Now this is a standard pine floor with lots of gaps, as you can see. I've done the calculation already, and there are 25 floorboards here, and the average gap is 3 mil. So the total amount of gap in this room between the boards is just under half a square metre, which is the same as sitting with the window open. That much. Just makes no sense at all. Like all Genius products, DraughtEx works because it is so simple. As you can see, it's a round, rubbery, stretchy material. It has thousands of air pockets down its length, so it can compress easily. All you have to do is squeeze it between the boards, and that's it. And listen to this, it not only stops the draft, but it keeps out bugs and smells too. So you won't get anything coming up from the floorboards, no ants or spiders, and you won't smell boiling cabbage from the kitchen below. It's designed to just fit between the boards and the skirting, and it just stays there. And that colour, that's called shadow grey. It's designed to hide so you don't even know it's there. So let's see how easy it is to fit. Okay then, well I have never done this before, but Ben the director gave me a quick 5-minute demonstration earlier, and he said that's all I'm going to need. I hope he's right. So how much DraughtEx will you need? All you have to do is simply measure the length of your room and then multiply that by how many floorboards you have going across. You may need to get into it a little bit more if your room's an odd shape, and don't forget, if there is a gap between the skirting and the floorboard, you're going to need some all the way around the edge too. So DraughtEx comes in different sizes because of course gaps are all different. Now the thinnest DraughtEx covers gaps up to 3 millimeters. We then have the medium, which is for 2 millimeters through to 7 millimeters. And then we have the really thick DraughtEx. So this is quite chunky. This is for your really big gaps. So from 6 mil through to 11 millimeters. So these two come on 40 meter rolls, and the thick comes on a 10 meter roll. If you're still a little bit unsure, you can actually order a sample box, and then you can just test it out first before you place your full order. Okay then, so what else are you going to need? Well, with your order will come the applicator, and this is fantastic. We're going to see this in full working order later. You will also need to get an old store card, a pair of scissors, and a screwdriver as well. Okay, I'm ready to go, so let's get started. How to fit DraughtEx to your floor. First, clear any debris from between the boards. Then, lay a length of DraughtEx along the gap. Using the scissors, push some DraughtEx into the gap to secure it. I'm leaving a little extra, which I'll force under the skirting later. Now, using the old store card, push a few centimetres of DraughtEx into the gap. You don't need to go too deep at this stage. Now that's secure, I'll pop that end tail under the skirting board. So the applicator comes with your order and it's designed to push the DraughtEx into the gap at exactly the right depth. Stretch the DraughtEx along the gap and run the applicator over it to the end of the floorboard, creating a perfect seal. When you reach the skirting board, cut the DraughtEx, leaving a little extra, and push that underneath using the scissors. Now, DraughtEx is super efficient, but you need to make sure there is still a flow of air around the room to make sure there is no buildup of carbon monoxide. So make sure the internal air brick is in full working order. And that's it. We left the room for a couple of hours just to let the temperature settle. Now here is the image that we had before I fitted the DraughtEx. So where you're seeing the blue, that's representing where it was cold, so in between the floorboards, and then the yellow and the red is where it was warmer. So now let's see the difference and take a look at the thermal imaging camera. So I've left one gap where the DraughtEx wasn't fitted, and you can see that dark blue line, but then the rest of the floorboard, it's nice and even. You're getting that same colour and same temperature throughout. So straight away, you can see the difference that DraughtEx is making to your room. It's making sure you're not having that flow of air coming up through the boards and taking all of your heat out of the chimney. According to the Energy Saving Trust, you can save between £20 and £40 per room per year that DraughtEx is fitted into, and that covers the cost of fitting alone. So why not give DraughtEx a go yourself and fit it into your room, and then you can feel the benefits.